Hello guys, let's talk about the major features of the Earth's surface. So here basically we'll be talking about the various physical features that are on our Earth's surface, which we can see. Let's start with the continents. A continent is a major landmass rising from the ocean floor. So a large land mass occupying a certain kind of a place rising from the ocean floor, what we call a continent. Now, the land surface occupies 29% of the surface of the globe, and the remaining 71% is covered by water. So basically, on our Earth, the water is occupying large percent than the land. Now, the land surface forms these 7 continents, which the first one is Africa, Asia, South America, North America, Europe, Australia, and Antarctica. These continents are surrounded by the oceans. Oceans, these are huge water bodies. Now, they include the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. You see the features that are found on our Earth. The first one mountains. This you can see them in our continents that they are the landforms which have high relief generally over 300 meters above the surrounding area. So these are highland features. Now there are 4 types of mountains. These are the first one is the fold mountain. The fold mountain are formed by the weakening or folding of the Earth's crust. These types of mountains have some of the highest peaks in the world, such as Mount Everest, that is found in the Himalayas, is about 8,848 meters above the sea level. And the Aconcagua, that is in Andes, is 7,003 meters above the sea level. So basically, these four mountains occupy highest peaks in the world. The second one are these block mountains. Now, these block mountains are formed when a movement in the Earth's crust forces the rocks to break instead of folding. Now, this movement causes the faulting and the cracks in the various places or where there were weak spots. Now, when two sets of faults run parallel to each other and the ground in between is forced to rise up, a block or a fault mountain is formed. Moving on, let's see the residue mountains. Residue mountains, these are formed when an area of highland remains standing above the general level of land after the rivers and the other natural agents have lowered the surface of the surrounding area. So sometimes such highlands are called mountains of degradation. So they can be resulted after the process of degradation that mountain that occur when other places or the other level of land have been washed out, leaving one highland area. Now sometimes such islands are these what we call the mountains of degradation that because are resulted due to various weathering agents such as rainfall and wind. Now these mountains may in some cases appear as isolated hills, but in other cases they appear as long ridges, generally on one side, on the steep side, one side that is the scrappy slope, and the gentle on the other side that would be known as deep slope. The fourth one is the volcanic mountains. These are formed from the peeling up and the cooling of the hot mountain lava and the ashes that are thrown out from the Earth's interior after a volcanic eruption. Now there are a few the types of volcanic mountains. The first one is active volcanic mountains. These are which are still experiencing periodic eruptions. So this means that these can have these volcanic activities at any time. The second one are the dormant volcanic mountains. These are which have erupted once in the historical times and they are no longer active. So they're like asleep. They cannot experience any eruptions in the near future. The third one is the extinct volcanic mountains. These are which have never experienced the eruption and they have shown no signs of erupting again after the first formation of these mountains. So they are mostly considered to be dead or extinct volcanic mountains. The other major features on our continents are plateaus. Plateaus, these are extensive island areas with a more or less uniform summit level, bounded by one or more slopes, falling steeply away, sometimes rising on one or more sides by steep slopes to the mountain ridges. So basically, plateaus could be like a very highland that is flat, and you can have various slopes on either its sides. When you talk about the other one, that is plains, these are continuous stretches of comparative flat land, not much above the sea level, and sometimes gently rolling and undulating. Now, the plains in many areas are important for the agriculture because where the soils are like deposited as sediments, they may be deep and fertile, and the flatness facilitates the mechanization of crop production, or because they support grasslands which will provide the good pastures for the livestock. I hope it's clear. So those are just of the few features that are found on our Earth, and specifically more of the features that can be found on the continents. Thank you.